Hello and welcome to the Amateur Football Podcast. I'm going to go straight into this. A friend of mine for over 20 years, Drifty, founder of Kloppish, one of the biggest Liverpool channels on YouTube in the UK. How are you doing, brother? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. It's a pleasure to be here, man. We've been saying we're going to do this for a long time, but we've both been busy. So we finally got the time, man. It's good, man. It's good.
Very good. And have you recovered from the weeks before in terms of our kind of going out and literally enjoying the fruits of our labor?
Mm, yeah, to a degree. To a degree. Yeah. The quads are still hurting, you know what I mean? And the calves are aching a bit. But you know what I mean? We move. Yeah,
So
the back started to feel it as well now. But we're like, the bad back, you know what I mean? But no, I'm good. I'm good.
Honestly, this is going to be an amazing show. And again, thank you, Drifty, for like coming on and actually talking about your experiences and like your like knowledge regarding building something from like the ground up. And these are 6 very strong and poignant points in terms of building an online community and an online brand. And the first one I would like love you to talk about is consistency.
Mm. To me, when you ask me, for the points that I think are important, consistency is the most important one for me. Um, I mean, you know yourself because you've built this brilliant platform. It is a slog at the beginning. Like it truly is. It is a slog because you don't even know if anybody is truly getting the message you're trying to put out because you're not getting much feedback because nobody really knows who you are at the beginning. Do you get what I mean? But you have to be consistent, bro. You have to. Again, as you know, like the only way people can learn to trust you, the only way people can learn to rely on you, the only way people can know where to find you, the only way people can know how to have that kind of sense of want to listen to what you have to say or watch what you're doing is if they know it's going to be there all the time. Like if you say you're going to do a show on Monday, you can't miss a Monday. I mean, life happens, and then there may be the random one, but it has to be like an outlier. You have to do that show on a Monday, as you know, we do our Monday show, and it has to be something real big for us to have ever. I think we may have cancelled that show about 5 times in 3 years, maybe, if that. And that will normally mean we'll move it to another day anyway. So we'll just call it the Tuesday show or the Monday show on a Tuesday or something like that. Have a twist with the words, and then we'll still put the show out at some other point. That show will not happen. Like as far as I'm aware, we've never ever missed because that's one of our staple shows. Monday show is our staple show. That's where we reflect on everything that's happened in the last weekend and whatnot. I don't think we've ever missed a show where we haven't, at least at the very least, pushed it to just a different day because of whatever the reason was we couldn't do it on that day. And that's consistency. We know that our people know where to find us Monday. No matter what the situation is, if you want to find us Monday, 8:30, bang, we're there. Do you get what I mean? And that consistency helps you to just gain the trust of the audience, which is really important. So for me, I've always felt like consistency is probably the most important thing. Even if you don't see it going anywhere, you still have to be consistent. You could be getting one view a video. If you stop, you won't get any views. So you have to be consistent. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree with everything like you've said. Just putting social media posts out there, you've got to be consistent with like that. Again, with like my show, like yes, I've like missed a few Sundays, but you know, people know every Sunday at 8 o'clock there's going to be something going out. There's going to be, even if it's a clip or like something, there's literally going to be something going out every single Sunday. And again, when you are starting off on this journey, you've hit the nail right on the head. Could be just one view, could be two views. You know what? You may not even get any like anyone watching, but like of course, if like you can create that characteristic for yourself, then it's the biggest platform for you to go on to do amazing things. And talking about amazing things and like being like in that, I'd say, brand and like Liverpool wheel, and literally what we are going through now as like Liverpool fans as well. Confidence, confidence. I'd literally love for you to like elaborate on like that title.
Yeah. So I mean, straight out the bat, you have to obviously have a level of confidence to even want to talk in front of a camera. So straight out the bat, and it's crazy because I think people truly underestimate how difficult it is to get in front of a camera and speak in front of people. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's not for everyone. Don't get me wrong, it's not for everyone. Not everybody should have a mic and just start talking. I mean, there might be people who say, "Yeah, you shouldn't have one," and that's life.
Yeah, I know
That's life.
People have told me I should, I shouldn't be in front of the camera as well.
I'll have they. Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
Don't listen to him. But yeah, you have to have confidence. But what's crazy about this, right, is confidence is the thing that can be affected the most by outside noise. Like, I don't know many occasions where you lose confidence within yourself based on yourself. It will normally be outside noise. Maybe the doubt creeps in when people tell you you're not good enough. You're not getting any views, so you think people don't like you, so you start making assumptions, or like, that's usually what affects your confidence the most in this space, in what we do. And you just have to try your hardest to remain as confident as possible through those bad times, and that normally leads you out at the other end. And if you've got the confidence to keep on going, because they all link into each other. That's what's funny. All these points that I gave you that we're going to talk about as well, it's so funny how they all link into each other, regardless of how separate it might be on paper or by dictionary definition or whatever, because consistency and confidence go together. If you're confident within yourself, it's easier to maintain your consistency. Do you get what I mean? Because you believe in what you're doing and you keep putting it out, you keep on doing what you're doing. If you lose your confidence, your consistency is probably going to be affected by it, because you start losing motivation to do videos, and you're not like, oh, if I miss one, who cares? No one's even watching anyway, and all those kind of things. So like, your confidence adds to your consistency. They go together. It's funny, people don't really look at it that way, but that is how it is. So you have to have confidence. You have to. I remember when I was first starting out, and this is crazy, like I've had conversations with loads of our man them, and a lot of people won't even know this, and I don't even know if you and me have spoken about this as close as we are, but I grew up an extremely shy person, and people would not believe me if I said that. Like, they wouldn't. Like, I remember I've told some of our boys, and they're like, "Huh? You? What?" And I'm like, but that's because around my friends, for a start, I will be in my comfort zone. And if you're a shy person in your comfort zone, you can come out of your shell a lot. And growing older, I started to get to a point where I realized how much my life was being affected by it. And I had to firm it, so to speak. Like, I had to teach myself to deal with the anxiety of the shyness, to deal with the worry of the shyness. And the older you get, it's so weird, because when you're younger, everything's such a big deal. Like, everything's such a big deal. Do you know what I mean? Like being worried about being embarrassed. Like if you tripped over on the street when you're young, and they're laughing at me, and everything's such a big deal. But you get older and you're like, who cares, man? You laugh at yourself almost. You pick yourself up, you laugh with the people, and you realize it ain't a big deal, bro. But when you're young, you don't see that. So when I was growing up, my shyness really used to take a hold of me, because I would let it overwhelm me. I would let it bother me. And it runs in my family. A lot of people don't realize these things are hereditary. Like, my gran, was so shy she didn't even like coming out of the house. Like people in the family used to get her shopping for her because she was so shy and she hated leaving the house because, you know, she didn't like being out amongst people. And then I saw that rub off on my mum. My mum was very shy as a person. She'd be quite outgoing once she maybe had a few drinks and, you know, had a bit of Dutch courage and that kind of thing, and she'd come out of her shell a bit. But if she was just having a normal day, she was very shy. If you walked up to my mum in the street, she'd be like, "Oh, okay, hi." Like, do you know what I mean? She was very like she hated, you know, confrontation and that kind of stuff. And then I've watched it go into me now. And I can reflect. And when I was younger, I didn't know it. But now I look back on it, I'm like, yeah, like this is hereditary. Like I see the family pattern, you know what I mean? That's gone down. And now I've got to a point where I've watched my mum suffer in the past with so many things. And I'm like, I can't let that be me. And maybe it's easier being a man, not, you know, to get battle it sexism or anything like that. But I think women struggle a lot more with some things and they get away with some things based on them being women. And as men, we're not allowed to have those certain things, right? So being a man and being shy, it gives you so many disadvantages because nobody respects a man who isn't, you know, showing authority and leadership and, you know, and defending himself and all the scenarios that come with, you know, the pressures of being a man. I guess only men will really know what I'm talking about. But there's just a lot of pressure on a man. So you have to like break out of it. And there were so many things I wouldn't do, so many things that hold me back, so many opportunities I missed out on through this shyness and lack of confidence that I just thought to myself, now I got to snap out of this. Like I do, like, and I don't even know where I found it from. I can only tell you it's probably age and experience that just made me start to realize this is really stupid that I miss out on things through being scared of shyness and all that. And every now and again, it'll creep back in. Don't get twisted. Like you feel it. People who are shy and introvert will know what I'm talking about. Like you get like a warm, horrible feeling that starts building up inside you, like an anxiety.
Mhm.
And you've just got to try and push it back down again. Do you know what I mean? And get rid of it. And so I can tell you firsthand how hard it is to remain confident or to try and build confidence. But I did it. And it's one of those things that's really difficult to fully put into words. But I guess it's only for each individual to know his own. So just try to not take things so seriously, not worry about things so much, and you can build confidence that way. So that would be my advice to anyone who doesn't have confidence or doesn't feel confident. Try not to let things bother you. If you believe in something, it doesn't care if you're the only one who believes it. Eventually other people will start believing in it if you believe in it, because if you truly believe in it, people will start to see the reason to believe in it themselves. So you just have to keep going. And that's another way that you can build confidence. It just takes one other person to realize what you're saying. And you go, oh, okay, yeah. And it's like that reassurance that, okay, I'm not the only one. And then it slowly builds. And as that builds, your confidence builds. And then you start realizing you should believe in yourself. So it's a hard one to put into words, but confidence is definitely a part of what we do. It's hard to maintain, but it's something you need. If you don't have confidence, you can't do this. You know what I mean? You can't. You'll either end up losing out at some point because you get overwhelmed, or you won't even want to start in the first place. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know that you was a shy person because, of course, like when like we met, again, years ago, I think if like anyone of our friendship circle, if like we would have said, so who's the person that's going to be probably one of the biggest Liverpool influencers in the UK? You would have said Britain. You would have said Britain because you was the only person that would talk about Liverpool from Monday to Friday and how Liverpool played on that Saturday or Sunday. That would literally determine your mood from Monday to Friday. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
bro. You know
Bro,
already,
like,
bro.
I think
It's
people
unhealthy.
do not know. People just do not know. Like, honestly, people do not know. But I mean, again, yeah. And I've got a question for you. So, when you first turned on the camera, when and again, we may talk about like the start of your YouTube journey. But when you first turned on the camera and you was in front of the lens, can you remember how that felt?
Oh my God, is that what I sound like? I sound like an idiot. I remember I watched it back and I was like, oh my God, I sound like an idiot. What the hell is going on? Oh, my days, I look like a fool. What the hell? Is that what my hair looks like? Oh my days. Bro, all of the above, bro. I just remember watching the video and thinking, maybe this is a bad idea. But and I remember we didn't have live when I first started doing it. Thank God. So it was just me filming by myself on my phone. We used our phones to do it because we took advantage of the new technology, because I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years now. And back then, like, that was when camera phones were really becoming prevalent. And like, you know, they were getting really good where you could get the HD quality and all that kind of stuff. And so we used to film on our phone, and then like you just get to watch it back. And yeah, I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like the way I sounded. I started picking out all my imperfections and looking at things I didn't even realize about myself and all these weird things. And then I thought, F it. Is what it is, man. Like, I'm not going to let that stop me from trying to do something that I want to do. And if everyone else thinks I sound like an idiot, it is what it is, isn't it? Let's just go. Let's roll with it. Like, I'm being stupid. You know, like I said again, age starts to make you realize, you get to a point where you're like, there's no shame in my game anymore, man. I am who I am. I like what I like. I want what I want. You know what I mean? And again, that's something that when you're younger that a lot of people don't realize. Like, it could be in the bedroom with your missus, it could be what you like wearing, it could be the music you want to listen to. Like, if there was a song I liked when we were younger, I would hide it from you, like, because I know I'm going to get ridiculed for it. Do you get what I mean? Like, if there was a Justin Bieber tune and I thought it was a big tune, but I know you man are going to rinse me, bro. I keep it to myself and listen to it on my own. You know them ones, bro. Now, I'll be like, you man, we know about this tune, boom, and I'll put it in. Because I don't care anymore, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? I don't care anymore, bro. And that's the beautiful thing about getting older, is that you just learn to just be yourself, bro. Just be yourself, bro. And that's something else that helps with your confidence. To just be yourself, bro. Don't try and do anything for anybody else in terms of how you are as a person. Be yourself, bro. If you like mashed potato with cornflakes, own it. Do you know what I'm saying? Own it. And if people laugh at you, who cares, bro? What, you not going to enjoy it because other people told you not to? Bro, if you like cornflakes on your mashed potatoes, bro, you enjoy that. Do you get what I mean? Like, that, I've just learned that, bro. And it's a beautiful thing, bro. I don't know if you agree, but it's almost liberating.
Liberating, bro. 100%.
Do you know what I mean? To just let people know things about you that they didn't, and to just be yourself, bro. It's just being authentic. There's nothing more. There's just nothing more fulfilling in life than just being yourself. Like, there really isn't, man. And you got to know where to hold it back sometimes, obviously, because as you know, like, I'm very straightforward in terms of what I say and how I think. But of course, there'll be times and I will hold back because I know it's inappropriate. But generally speaking, I think people appreciate my honesty. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't want me to lie to you, do you? You want me to be real. And you just learn to just be yourself, man. You do. Like I said, when you're in your 20s, you're so worried about what other people think and what other people are doing. And you get in your 30s, brother, and you're like, I don't care anymore, man. I'm just gonna do me, man. I'm just gonna, like, I am who I am. I'll be who I be, and it is what it is, bro. So yeah, I think that was one of the things that I just had to, like, try and teach myself. And I can't even explain how I did it, bro, if I'm honest with you. I did it and I can't explain how I did it. How I taught myself to get confident, how to fight through the shyness, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, it's really weird. It just happened. And again, that's why I can only say age and experience, I guess, and not caring anymore. And what happens with experience is you go through something. So you're scared to fall over and be embarrassed in front of people when you've never fallen over. But when you do fall over, you realize it's not as bad as you thought it was. And then it doesn't bother you anymore. So the next time you fall over, you don't care. And I think that's what happens. Do you know what I mean? Like, what am I really scared of? What's really going to happen from me trying to do something? And regret is worse than anything. I don't want to live in regret. So Yeah, it's funny, but yeah, it's great. It's great. Maybe yeah, it's mad that this is the first time I'm telling you then. But yeah, I've had conversation with some of our other boys, and they were like, "What? I didn't know that about you." But like, yeah, like I hide it well. There'll be times even within our social circle, bro. I hide it well.
Mm,
I
mm,
hide it well because I've learned how to hide it. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them things. Women is one of the things that when you're shy really comes out. Really comes out. Like if you like, you see a woman and you want to talk to her, and obviously, men know like it is quite like a big deal to go and talk to a strange woman when you like her, you're trying to chat her up or whatever. That's when like shyness really will come out of you. Do you know what I mean? And you got to just think to yourself, well, if I don't fight through this, she'll walk off and I'll never see her again. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, I'm not talking about it now. I'm a settled down man, but like I'm just talking about these are things that you have to learn to fight through. Because I remember being younger, and I remember opportunities that probably went by because I let it go. Do you know what
yeah,
I mean? And it's like my missus I'm with now. Like I just had to do it in it. Like it's what it is, bruv. You just got to do it. You know what I mean? You just got to, yeah. You just can't let it bother you. You just have to be like, look, I like you, man.
yeah,
I
true.
don't care if I get rejected, I get rejected. But it
Mm,
is what it is. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I'm not gonna let the shyness let me walk away or not tell her how I feel or whatever. You gotta fight it. And it's difficult, bro. It's
difficult,
difficult.
bro.
Bro, it's difficult, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And anyone who is shy will know it is mad difficult. Shyness is an extremely unexplainable emotion. Like I said, like the only thing I can, because I think most people have experienced anxiety, right? So I think the one thing I'll say is heightened anxiety is what shyness feels like,
Mm,
and you just want to like hide and run away, kind of thing. That's what it feels like. Like if I'm not here anymore, this will go away. So you just want to run away, kind of thing. But yeah, anyone who's had like heightened anxiety, when your body goes warm. Have you ever had that feeling of
bro,
anxiety where your body
100%,
just goes warm, bro,
100%, bro.
and you feel like you're losing control of yourself? Shyness
Let's
can be overwhelming like that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
let me
yeah,
not
it's
even,
horrible, bro.
bro. Let me even talk about with my partner's birthday. Like this is ages ago now. Anxiety, bro. Like I had to leave. Like
Oh
yeah,
shit, it got that
yeah,
bad.
yeah. Literally, it was like me, like my cousin. Like I just had to leave. Just anxiety, bro. Just yeah, just
It's horrible. Anxiety is horrible. It's horrible. Anxiety is
horrible.
horrible. It's a very uncontrollable emotion. It's horrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, shyness is a bit like that. You just start feeling warm, hot. You feel weird. You don't know what to do with yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like it's horrible. So, but I've just learned, I guess I'm doing a good job because nobody knows. It's only me being honest now. Nobody knows this about me. So you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, yeah,
And then
it is, man.
and again, without kind of, well, we are going to move on to like the next point. I mean, again, like you like speak to thousands of people every
Mm,
single, literally, is it 3 or 4 times a week? You are
yeah,
literally,
6 or
doing
7
like,
sometimes.
yeah, 6 or 7, and you are live like sometimes for 4 or 5 hours a time.
Mm,
So hey, like you are impacting a lot of people's lives.
yeah, it's humbling, bro. Which is one of the things, obviously, that I said to you. Humility, humbleness. You have to have it, bro. You have to, and I think that helps with your authenticity. People can tell you're humble. One way that I always take a look at people's character is I look at who's around them. And if they've got a good circle of friends, then I know it means that they're a good person because you would have been kicked out the group if you weren't a good person. Do you get what I mean? Um, and to be a good person, you have to have humility. You have to be able to understand that even if you're good at something, don't use it as a tool against people. Don't take advantage of it. Don't take the piss with it. Um, put it to good use. Um, it's just you have to have humility in this, bro. And talking to all these people, like there's so many people, and I don't think they realize how much it matters to me and to the boys when we get these messages, because it seems corny and cheesy when you say these things out loud. And we're always taught as men as well, like like speaking about your feelings in a certain way. It's like, what's wrong with this guy, man? He's acting like an idiot or whatever. But like when people reach out to me and they tell me how I've helped them through a death of a parent, or I've helped them through a depression, or they lost their job and they didn't know what to do with themselves, but I've cheered them up, or you know, just all these things that I get messages from people from, like, it means a lot. Maybe they don't even know, even though I do try and respond to people as much as I can, which is part of humility as well. Like, don't think you're too big to respond to people. Like, somebody's tried to reach out to you, you're not too big to say, oh, thanks, bro, or, you know, yeah, that's cool, or, oh no, sorry to hear that, or, do you get what I mean? Like, we're all humans. I'm not better than you. I'm not better than anyone, bro. And you know that already. Like, I'm not just sitting here saying this because I'm on your show. You'd stop me if I was chatting rubbish. You know what I mean? Like, I never think I'm better than anyone. I don't want to be better than anyone. I want everybody to win. I love everybody winning. I'll never hate on anybody. I like everybody. There's room for us all, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's your birthday today. Yo, happy birthday, man. I want you to feel special. It's your birthday today. I'll give you a shout out. You don't even need to ask me to give you a shout out. I'll give you a birthday shout out. It's your birthday, bro. And in case nobody else has said happy birthday today, I'm saying happy birthday so you feel special even for that half a moment. It's your birthday today, bro. Do you know what I mean? Merry Christmas, whatever it may be. Like, it's all part of humility, bro. Just being a good person, man. Like, I'm a God-fearing man, but even besides that, being nice is free, bro, and it's not hard. You know what I mean? And it helps the world to be a better place. I don't like all this rubbish going on in the world. I wish everybody was nice, everybody was cool. Obviously, that's not ever going to happen, but it's just, and it maybe sometimes you might not be in the mood, and that's all. It's okay because we're all humans, innit? But generally speaking, I will try my hardest to be upbeat, be positive, be laughy, be jokey. And yeah, humility just helps with this, bro. So when these people are reaching out to us, like, it helps me to keep doing what I'm doing, and it helps me to feel like I've made an impact in the world, you know? They always say, like, one of the greatest things about being a man is if you leave any form of legacy. Doesn't even have to be a massive legacy. You ain't got to be Jay-Z or Michael Jackson to leave a legacy. Even if you've touched one person's life, you've left a legacy in this world. And there's loads of people that have started YouTube channels because of us. And I don't say that big-headedly. Like, they've told me that, like, they've spoke to me offline and they're like, bro, coming on your show, you gave me that the ability to believe in myself, because you helped me through coming on your show. You spoke me through it. You helped me to stay calm and made me feel comfortable. Then it made me realize, oh, okay, this is cool. I can do this. And then they've gone on and they've done their own channel, or they've said watching me has inspired them because they're just like me. They're like, bro, every time you speak, man, I'm like, I can see myself in you. So like, I thought, yeah, do you know what? Let me get out there and do it. And I love it, bro. I love it. There's so many YouTube channels now that have been created and are doing well from people who've said that we inspired them to wanting to do it and being a part of our community. And that feels amazing, bro. It feels amazing. And again, we take it with humility. You don't, no big headedness. We ain't too big for anyone. We ain't better than no one. We're just like everyone else, except we took a chance. We had the confidence within ourselves to try. And so far, thankfully, it's working. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, it's going live. It's mad though, because when you're live, you know, if something happens, you can't change it. You know what I mean, bro? I mean, if you, yeah, bro, if you say something, if you know, like, you can't take it back, bro. It's there now, isn't it? So it's a lot of pressure. But no, it's brilliant, man. Like, I love it. And speaking to people from Trinidad, from Jamaica, from India, from Thailand, from Singapore, from Barbados, from Canada, from America. It's crazy, bro. Like, the amount of people that we speak to from England, like, it's crazy, bro. You obviously, you know, the internet goes all around the world, but sometimes you get stuck in your own bubble and you just think the only people you're ever gonna speak to are English people because you live in England, so you're just gonna talk to English people. And he starts seeing people, like, sometimes he might say, like, people in the chat, let us know where you're watching from, and people will be like 4 a.m. in India, 6:30 in Singapore, and you're like, this is crazy. These people like us enough to be awake at 6 o'clock in the morning. Do you know what I mean? But that's a big deal, bro. Do you know what I mean? That somebody has woken up or stayed awake until 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to watch us live. Bruv, that's madness, bruv. Like, that is crazy. Like, and I said, it's humbling. It's extremely humbling that these people like us enough to stay up to watch us, to invest in us, to super chat, to become members, to follow, to share our stuff, to do all these things. Yeah, man, it's mad, bro. It's mad, man. I like it though, man. Like, You feel like if you feel like you're making an impact on the world in a positive way, it's a cool feeling. It's a cool feeling, and it isn't even what I got into it for. But now I'm like, oh wow, this is cool, man. Like I've helped people, man. You know what I mean? Like it's a good feeling, man.
Amazing. And another step that you could have given me was having thick skin.
Yeah, you take some licks, boy.
You know what?
Take some licks in this industry, bro.
I remember my first negative comment, and I looked at it and I'm like, what have I done to offend this person? And like, and I had all of these positive comments before on like other videos or you know, on other posts, and like this comment was like, stop doing what you're doing, it's never gonna go far. That was literally the comment. Like, what? I don't understand that, you know. But
yeah,
hey,
what did I do for you to be horrible, innit?
it's nuts.
But you got to remember, people like being horrible, man. Misery likes company, and yeah, what do you get out of that? Like, what do you get out of being horrible to somebody? Like, don't get me wrong. If you was on here and you were like, I don't know, what's an example that's like far fetched? Like, if you was like, if you say, for example, you was on there and you was like, say you was doing a dating channel and you was on there, he's like, nobody could talk to me when it comes to women. I'm so much better than everyone else at getting women. I do this and I've been here and I've done this and I've had this many girls and I've done this and rare. And you was doing all that. And you was just giving it all the ego. Like, just whoa. You're doing too much, bro. You're doing too much. And someone said a negative comment. It'll be like, you can get why somebody's done that, because what you've done was over the top. It was probably offensive in some ways as well. Do you know what I mean? And you might have insulted somebody. So you can understand maybe somebody being a little bit negative in your comments. And even then, I still don't even really condone it, but like, you can still see why somebody did it if you're looking at it logically. Like, you offended somebody, or you was just like totally like bigging yourself up and putting everyone else down, like how much greater you are than everybody else and all that kind of stuff. It's like, it's wrong, and you shouldn't really be like that. But if you're just being normal and nice and cool and just doing something you like, and somebody just finds it okay to just be horrible to you, it's like, what are you getting out of that, bro? What did you get out of that? What was the need for you to do that? You had, because it takes a lot to leave a comment. So if you're being horrible, why did you go out of your way to be horrible? Like, I don't get it. And that's why you'll understand what I'm saying, bro, when I'm saying you need to have thick skin, because like, that comment could have stopped you doing what you're doing. It could have, brother. It could have made you believe it was true if your confidence was low at the time when somebody said that to you. And it could have made you never do what you've done and create everything you've created, bro. Do you know what I mean? It really could have. People don't realize that negative words have a big effect, and thick skin is something that you have to have in order to learn to block out the horrible parts, get past it, and only concentrate on the positive. So yeah, bro, thick skin, man. You have to have thick skin, bro. And it isn't even just about the negativity people say to you, bro. It's the rejection. You have to have the thick skin for the rejection when you're trying to get sponsorship deals, when you're trying to get management, when you're trying to put yourself out there, when you're trying to network, all these things. Like, you get a lot of knockbacks, bro. A lot. You know what I mean?
You get people that don't even respond back to you.
Yeah, bro. You can't take it personal. You can't take anything personal. You have to realize it is what it is. And yeah, but you got to have thick skin. Even like, for example, what we're talking about before, like, say you've done 20 videos in a row and every video's got no views and nobody like, or people are being negative in the comments or whatever. The only way you're going to keep going is if you've got thick skin. It's the only way, bruv, because you have to be able to take that negativity and let it bounce off of you rather than absorb into you. So yeah, bruv, thick skin is very, very important. And it's difficult. Sometimes I still get bothered if someone says something horrible. Do you know what I mean? Like, I still, like, it still bother me for a second. You just have to shake it off. Do you know what I mean? You're just like, you just shake it off and then you just keep it pushing. Like, I'm gonna concentrate on these 5 nice things people said rather than this one horrible thing somebody said. Because you know what I mean? I'm not gonna let me concentrate on these. Thank you, bro. No, I really appreciate that, man. Love for that, bro. Bless you. Do you know what I mean? I appreciate that. I let people know, like when they say positive things. I ain't gonna just let this one person who's like, man, you're crap, bro. I'm not gonna let that bother me. I'm only gonna respond to the people who said nice things and try and push through. So yeah, you need thick skin, 100%, bro. You need thick skin.
Patience, bro. Patience. I'd love for you to
Mm.
expand on that, because again, like, you are not an overnight success. You are not an overnight success, bro.
Yeah, bro, this took a long time, bro. It took a long time, bro. Like, I would probably call myself one of the veterans in the game based on the fact that when I jumped into the YouTube world, it was relatively new. It was relatively new. Like, you had Goldbridge, you had AFTV, you had Redmen. And then, forgive me, anybody who else there is that was out there. I'm sure there were others, but like, those are like the big people I can remember. And it wasn't flooded with loads and loads of people. It was just starting to get its popularity, so to speak. And it's just one of them things where if you don't have patience, bro, because you can, if you're impatient, you will get problems. You know what I mean? You have to be patient. It's the long game. You have to play the long game in what we do. And now the industry's built up a lot more. I think people probably need less patience and less time to maybe get bigger now, because it's so much more. It's so much of a phenomenon now, and it's so much more out there that I think people can get involved a bit easier than back in the day. Like, I'd probably liken it a little bit to how much easier it is now to be famous because of the internet as it was to before, when there was no internet and you had to be Usher or DMX, or you had to be brilliant to be famous because you had to be good. Whereas now, I don't mean to be mean, but there's a lot of people who are popular and they're not really that good at what they do, but that's just the world we live in now, because you can reach everybody. Do you know what I mean? And you don't need to be as great to be popular. Do you know what I mean? So to speak. And again, I don't not no one's hustle. Do what you're doing, man. Do what you're doing, brother. I want everyone to win. But you can see the quality is just not the same as it used to be in terms of to get to the top, So you have to have patience. You have to have patience, bro. You have to. If you don't have patience, then, and again, like, I guess motivation and patience are different things, but they kind of go hand in hand with this, because I used to have to travel, because before StreamYard, we had to film in a studio, and you could be tired. It could be windy, raining outside, freezing cold, early in the morning, 1 o'clock, late at night, and you've got to go. Otherwise, you're not going to film. Like, now, doing this filming is so much. Like, if we were doing this 5-6 years ago when I started, I'd have had to come to yours, or you'd have had to come to mine, and we'd have had to set everything up. We couldn't have done it like this. This didn't exist before. Do you know what I mean? And you had to have motivation and patience to keep going, to always want to go and do things, and then have that patience to be like, look, we'll get there. I know, man, we've been on 300 subscribers for like 4 months, but we need to have patience, man. It will come. Let's keep the consistency. Let's keep our confidence up. Let's keep motivated. Let's keep pushing. Have that thick skin. Don't let it knock you. Don't let this get to you. And let's be patient, and it will eventually happen. And that's what I'm saying. They all come together in the end, all of the things that we're talking about. And the patience pays off, And the crazy thing is, I had to learn patience. I'm not really a patient person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really a patient person, bro. Like, I can own that. You know what I mean? Like, generally speaking, I think I'm better than others, but I know I'm not great at it. I know my patience level ain't great. Like, I do get wound up pretty easy, or I used to. I've learned to, like, try not to let things wind me up and bother me as much, and not get to me. So you have to have patience. Without patience, you won't get anywhere, because you'll probably stop as well. If you've got no patience, if you think you should be further ahead than you are at the time that you are, you'll just stop, most probably, because you'll be like, I can't be bothered with this anymore. Do you know what I mean? Patience is a virtue, right? Yeah, man, you need patience. You have to have patience in this game. And that's more for the beginning rather than anything. And you know what as well, why you need patience? Like when you're saying people don't get back to you, you have to have patience for the lack of responses you get from people and whatever. And especially if you see somebody's actually read it. You're like, okay, that was 2 days ago. I sent you that and you've read it and you still ain't got back to me. Okay, cool. Let me have patience. Let me not jump to conclusions. Let me not be angry. Let me not respond. I'm gonna leave it. You know what I mean? So yeah, you need a lot of patience for those other things as well. So it isn't even just about like at the beginning, I guess, for real. Like when you're in it, like if somebody's testing you, if somebody's being rude, if somebody's being over the top, you have to be like, let me have some patience with this situation so it doesn't get out of control. Because if I flip, this is just going to go overboard. Because if someone's being rude or if somebody's being 100, the worst thing you can do is get to 100 as well. Because once you're both at 100, you're going to crash. You have to stay down here and be like, let me just let this person realize on their own what they're doing by how zen I'm being. Okay, cool. Is that how you want to talk? Yeah. Because a lot of people will be like if someone's being rude to you, a lot of people just be rude back because pride and ego kicks in. You're like, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? And you want to kick back. And it is an instinct within us, right, to be like that. But as I've got older, I've started to realize, okay, I'm going to stay calm and let you kick off. And I'm going to wait till you realize you're being an idiot. You know what I mean? And you're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. Look at you. I'm going to wait till you see yourself. And of course, if you don't, then I'll have to pipe up in it. But a lot of time, you'll be so surprised how if you let people realize they're being stupid, they'll stop. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes they'll even apologize. If you stay cool and humble within yourself and whatnot, sometimes they'll even apologize because you'll make them realize they're being a dickhead. You know what I mean? And people don't like to be a dickhead. You know, most people don't anyway. So even having patience with people, bro, you have to have patience with people. So patience is definitely key. Definitely.
And see, I'm not gonna say this like person's name, but but again, like we are literally, I'd say, very mutual friends on a kind of another social media platform, and I was like live on it, and he like comes in, and the first thing that he says is like, you should be supporting the team where you come from. How can you be a Liverpool fan? And like he goes at me, literally. I don't know this person from Adam. Goes at me, and I let him speak. I was like, okay, I understand where you're coming from, but this is the reason why I support Liverpool. And exactly, in a calm voice, and I literally explained my own reasons and experiences. It's like, oh, fair play, fair play. And literally now, like, it kind of comes into like another live, and like we speak on a level. He like DMs me, say, oh, like, to Priest, like, are you all right? Like, I've not seen you online for the, like, he's, what I'm saying, like, he's a literally part of the community. And of course, like, if I would have raised up my energy like that, exactly what you said before, like, like the viewers' experience would have been a mess. I like would have come out of it with a kind of negative feeling. I don't know what he would have come out with, like, that kind of conversation, like, but if you can just let people speak and literally explain why certain things in your own opinion is different from theirs in a very respectful way, then you know what, like, you can actually build again a very strong and active audience.
Yeah, 100%. You showed patience right there, brother, and it paid off in the end. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I mean. Like, you learn these things as you get older. I mean, you're a very patient person anyway, so it was probably a bit easier for you than it would have been for me in that situation, for example. But yeah, like it paid off, bro. You know what I mean? Because what would have happened is it would have got heated, and it could have kicked off, and it could have even become something worse. A lot of people. It always surprises me when men don't when men do things like they don't know the threat of violence, or they don't know the repercussion that can come from it. Do you know what I mean? Because as a man, it's one of the things you learn as you get older, that there are repercussions to what you're doing and what you're saying.
Bro.
Do you know what I mean?
There's like consequences.
There are consequences, bro. Do you know what I mean? And the threat from the man on man violence and man on man threat is real, bro. Like, it's real. It's something I always try and explain to women whenever I'm having conversations, and they'll say things like, if I was a man, I would do this. If I was a man, I would do that. How are you going to let him say that? Or how are you going to let him do that? Or whatever. And I'm like, it, as a woman, you don't know the male experience. So you're saying that from a very fantasy level understanding. As men, we learn as we get older. It's real, bro. And you have to have patience around men, because it keeps things calm, as you said. Because if I kick off, it kicks off. If you're kicking off and then I kick off, it kicks off, and it can turn into something brutal. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if it's over the airwaves or whatever, like you said, it can become embarrassing. It become mad. It can then stretch, because if one of you gets embarrassed, you feel like you've now got to get one back up on the other one now, and then you'll have some social media beef probably, or something, or you know what I mean. And it might even end up you bump into each other, and what's going to happen then? And it's going to kick off in person, and all those kind of things. That you have to understand these things. So patience helps you sometimes if you're around somebody who don't have that understanding, that threat, that understanding that, yo, this could get real. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
You're being rude to me right now. And if I allow myself to get to your level, this is real, bro. And there won't be any turning back. And someone's going to get clarted. Do you know what I mean? So if you have the patience to stay calm, as I said, a lot of the time, like in this instance, which is really good, the guy realized he was being a liberty and he was being unreasonable, and he reined it back in, and now you lot are cool. Do you know what I mean? You could have got heated, and then the whole thing, and it could have been beef, it could have been anything. So patience is very, very important. Patience is very, very important. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is, you have to just understand not everybody's the same, and give people enough time to understand it themselves. And again, of course, there are limits. If people just keep pushing the boundaries, you're not gonna just let them. But you've got to understand that you've got to let a lot of things go until you get to that point. So yeah, man, patience, man. You have to have patience.
And another point that you want to speak about is your motive. Like, what's the reasons why you want to start a YouTube channel?
When I started a YouTube channel, I was a washed up ex-footballer who knew he couldn't play the game anymore, adored the game, like what you're saying, but still wanted to be a part of it. And there's a few things you can do at that point. You can be a referee, maybe. That keeps you still involved in the game. Or you can do commentary, punditry, journalism, all those type of things where you're like, you're bringing the events of the football to whoever. So for example, what you do, which is brilliant, you go and you watch semi-pros, Sunday league, grassroots, and you bring that to the people who won't even know it even exists, people who don't even see it, or people who love it and they're curious about it. Oh my God, I know that team. Oh wow, that's my end. Oh shit, yeah, I've been there, I've played there. I used to play for that team, all that kind of stuff. It's a really good, I'm obviously, I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass
Yeah,
because I'm your boy. Like, I've told you this in private, I told you all the time, like you're
100%.
doing a brilliant job, and what you do ain't no one else done, no one else thought about doing. And you know what? I remember a lot of people knocking you at the beginning. I remember a lot of people saying this ain't worth it, it's not gonna happen, rare. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I was always, Breezy, do you, bro, and this will work. If you just stay consistent, keep doing what you're doing, it will work. And what's funny is, and we're not even sitting there like two people who are great and we're all at the top or whatever. We've just got to a level we're happy with, right? But I remember both of us being told by a lot of people, yeah, all right, whatever. Do you remember? Because I remember it was a bit of a similar time we started as well, wasn't it? It was quite a
Yeah,
similar time when we
yeah, very similar
started
time.
out.
I think you started your platform first,
Okay.
and then literally I was maybe a few months later.
Okay, but yeah, but I mean, but it's very close
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
It was very close. So we're both small at the beginning
yeah.
together, so to speak. And I remember a lot of people, maybe they won't even admit it, you know what I mean? Because they're our boys and all that. But maybe even some of our boys, when we told them, they were like, all right, yeah, all right. Yeah. Oh, you're doing
Maybe.
this now. This is what you do now. All right, cool, whatever, man. And they didn't think that we would maybe have the drive, the consistency, the confidence, or whatever it was to make it become something. But we just did what we did because we loved it. You
Yeah.
are an avid believer in playing football, on a weekend or whatever, even just for fitness, but
Yeah,
obviously for the love of the game, for still being involved, for all of these reasons. And that's why you did this, bro. You did this because of true, real meaning. And that's why I did it, bro. I adore Liverpool. I'd speak about Liverpool all day, every day.
I know. People just don't.
Like, like honestly, like
nuts.
I live it, I breathe it, bro, everything. Like, what's happening at the weekend? If Liverpool ain't playing, nothing, bro. What am I gonna do with myself? What? No Liverpool this weekend, bro. Summer holidays are a nightmare, bro. There's no football on. Oh my days, like. And the thing is, it's crazy. Other people don't get it. And that's okay. Like I said, there's no shame in my game. I am who I am. I will never, ever deny it. Like, I adore my team. I love football. And it is what it is. So I just wanted to be involved in football and talk about football and do something to do with football. I wanted to just be involved in it in some way, shape, or form. And in the back of your mind, as a man, you always know there has to be a long game. You're always taught you got a plan. You're always told that you have to have some form of goal, right? So, of course, I had goals and I had plans of things I wanted to do and where I wanted to go. But at the beginning, that cannot be your motive. Money cannot be your motive. Fame cannot be your motive. None of these things can be your motive, bro. Your motive has to be the love of your craft, what you're doing, what you're talking about, whatever it is. That has to be the reason why you're doing it. And naturally, all the other stuff will come along the way. I've had so many arguments and fallouts. I'm going to say this, probably get me in trouble, but it is what it is.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it then if it's going to get you in trouble. Don't.
No, but it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, bro. No, I'm the only one who get in trouble. It ain't going to get no one else in trouble. It's just me that'll get in trouble. But at the beginning...
Don't say it, bro. Don't say it. Don't say it. Put that, cup of whiskey down, bro. Don't say it. I'm telling you right now. Whatever it is, don't say it.
Let's just say people weren't pleased with me then.
Yeah.
And I used to say to them, okay, well, I do it because I love it. All that other stuff, it is what it is. Why are you doing this for free? Why are you doing that for free? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Where you go? Why are you going there? Where you getting? What? So you had to pay for that, right? Yeah. It's not about money. It's about the love for what it is, man. It's about understanding that this is the sacrifices that you have to make. You know what I mean? Like it. Yeah. I had to travel all the way up to Sheffield. I had to pay for it as well. Yeah. What, to do something for someone else? Yeah. Why? Because I wanted to. I enjoy what I do. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, but your motive cannot be any of those things. And eventually those things will happen. And of course, my goal is to be full-time, make a full living off of this, because everybody needs money. You have to make a living, right? You have to be able to pay your rent and live and food and whatnot. So eventually I hope the goal is, I hope I get so big to the point where I can be full-time, because that would be beautiful. But why I look at it like that isn't because I want the monetary gain so I can be bossy about it. Again, as you know, you're not just going to agree with me. You would call me out on this because that's what our friendship is. Money never, ever motivates me for anything. Nothing. To the point where there's people in my family who hate how I am because I'm not money driven, because they're like, you could be so much further, or there's so many things you've missed out on because you're not money driven. Bro, I hate the idea of money driving me or being the reason I do anything. I hate it, bro. I hate it. I like it makes me feel weird when people say I did it for the money. I hate that, bro. I'm like, okay, but that was it. There's no other reason you did it, just money. Like, I don't like that unhealthy attachment to money. I don't like that, bro. So I've never let money motivate me, and I've never let money control me in any way. And you know what? I'm probably worse off in my life because of it. But I feel I sleep at night. You know?
Yeah.
My conscience is clear, bro. You know? I've never done anything screwing anybody over. I've never done anything like that for money. I never will, because I can sleep at night. I know God's watching, and I know God knows why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I know that he's pleased with the outlook I have. Material things and all this stuff, that stuff don't mean nothing really, man. Yeah, it's nice. I got designer on now. I like nice stuff, of course I do, but I will never let it control me or let it drive me or let it be the reason for anything. It's just a bonus at the side. You know, oh yeah, I like stuff. I like fashion. I like things like that, but you know, I don't ever let it become the reason why I would do something or control me or do anything like that or judge somebody else. You wear what you want, just how you are. I don't care what you want to do. I just like what I like. Do you get what I mean? So just don't let always let your motive be pure. Always let your motive be real. Don't do it like the worst thing I hate is when I hear people ask like a child, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they say famous. What do you mean famous? Yeah, I want to be famous. Why? Like that worries me when I hear kids say things like that. Why do you want to be famous? Do you get what I mean? Like why? Like there's got to be a reason behind it. Do you get what I mean? Like it has to be. I think there's a thing I'm good at, and I would love to share it with the world. That has to be, you know what I mean, a reason. Not I just want to be famous. You know, I don't want to shit on anything, but like Love Island, for example, like they just want to be famous. And I find that the wrong reason to do something. Do you get what I mean? Like you just want to be famous. Like I personally believe that that's more how you end up being like destruct coming into what you're doing. And people aren't stupid as well, bro. People see through it. People really do see through it. If they can tell you're only doing things for a certain reason, they will see right through it because people aren't stupid. Do you know what I mean? If they think your only goal is money, your only goal is fame, they'll see right through it. Do you know what I mean? But if they see that you're genuine about what you do and you just love what you do, and then those other things are just a bonus on top, then they'll invest in you and they'll you know, they'll follow you on your journey, you know. So your motives have to be right, bro. Yeah, motives have to be right. You can't just want to be rich and famous and rare. And there's nothing wrong with wanting those things, but those things should be a byproduct of a love or a passion you have for what it is that you want to do. It shouldn't just be that's the goal. I don't care how I get there. I just want to be famous. That means you'll sell your soul. That means you'll do crazy things, bro, to get there. Do you get what I mean? And that's a path of destruction. Trust me, I've seen it. It's a path of destruction, bro. You'll get there. You'll do and get there by any means necessary, and you'll end up in a bad place, bro. You know what I mean? So I think your motivation has to be pure. There has to be a legit reason why you want to do it. And just let it be the love of your craft, man. Whether that be singing, dancing, podcasting, football, whatever it is, just let it be the love of what you do and have the patience to let it naturally happen. Let it be organic. Don't force it. Don't push it. Don't rush it. You know what I mean? And you'll get there, man. Motive is important, man. And like I said, I had a lot of people shouting at me at the beginning. One person in particular, like, you know, you're doing this and you're doing that, rare. You just got to bet on yourself and take a chance. And hopefully, and it won't always work out. And if it doesn't, at least you get to sit back and say, well, I tried. I have no regrets, man. I tried. You know, just don't give up on yourself.
I love that, man. Drifty, where can people find you, bro?
Well, I've got a new channel starting again. So now I have to have patience. I have to be consistent. I have to have the right motives. All the stuff we just talked about, bro. I'm back at the beginning again, bro. Yeah, Drifty TV. Or at the moment it's under Drift Sport, but I changed my name. My YouTube, I have to wait until YouTube let me change your name because you know you can only change your name once every so often. So I made the mistake of change. I got to wait till I could change it. But the channel's name is Drifty TV. My motive for it was I wanted to start doing like gaming and talking about teams that weren't Liverpool. Because the crazy thing is I started my channel, as you know, talking about all teams. And then I naturally just realized that my audience was so Liverpool based. We might as well change to Liverpool centric. And now I miss talking about other teams. So I've got I keep saying apologies, Matt and Cal, like us, we've got our community, we've got our Liverpool channel. And now I've started my new channel so I can talk about the other stuff. I can do a watch along for Tottenham versus Man City and enjoy it as a spectator and kick back and let the people come in and let's enjoy this and watch what the rivals are up to and whatnot. So that was my motives behind it. Like a lot of people have always said, why don't you lot do gaming and stuff like that? So now I'm going to start doing gaming on there. I've really got to try and get back into that because I haven't gamed for like 15 years. Like I used to adore gaming and I haven't gamed for so long, but I want to try and get back into it, get that love back I had for gaming. So I'm going to start doing the gaming again. And anything in between. If we want to have conversations like this, bro, I'm not confined to a subject. I can talk about anything. And of course, there's things I'm not going to touch on. I'm not going to dive into the dating world or any of those type of things. You know what I mean? Like things where who am I to tell someone what to do? My life ain't perfect or great in that regard. Like I don't know how to deal with relationships better than the next man. I'm not going to start trying to tell people all that stuff. But like things I do have some form of knowledge in, like movies, music, things that are subjective that I can have conversations with other people about, and you can share things with me and I can share things with you and all that. So that's why I created my own channel. So Drifty TV is my new channel. Much love to everyone who's already subscribed. If anyone wants to come and check it out over there, then do so. And Coppish, Team Coppish on YouTube and just Coppish on all the other socials, Insta, Twitter, all those other ones. If you want to hear us crying, laughing, celebrating, cheering, and all the other emotions you go through as Liverpool fans, over on Team Coppish. So yeah, those are my two platforms. If anyone wants to come over, you're more than welcome. And make sure you keep showing your support. And the thing is, every time I say Breezy, they're not going to know I'm talking about you. That's obviously my name for you. But yeah, to Breeze, like, please, guys, make sure that you keep liking, subscribing, following to Breeze. You lot don't know how genuine this man is. I'm not going to get all soppy and emotional because it could easily happen here. Like it's brotherhood. Right. And I just want nothing but the best for you. So everybody who's helping you to do what you do, I love it, bro. You know what I mean? And long may it continue. So I really hope the people buy into you, keep on going, keep on helping you, keep on pushing forward. And just understand, people, like, this man deserves a lot. He deserves everything. He's a great guy. This isn't a facade. He's the most lovely, bubbly, happiest, coolest person you could ever meet. You know what I mean? No matter who meets him, people from my family, my friends, my girlfriend, anyone who I've met, that, nah. Yeah, I love that guy. That guy's great. Even strangers, I see the response you even get from strangers. Do you get what I'm saying? You know how to take a joke. You know how to have a laugh. All those things. So you deserve nothing but the best, bro. So I hope people keep rocking with you. I hope people keep on subscribing, liking, doing all the stuff to help you. And yeah, just to let people know you're genuine, man. This ain't a mask. This ain't a facade. This ain't nothing. You know what I mean? I wouldn't call you one of the best people I know, and my boy, if that wasn't the case. So yeah, people, man, make sure you keep doing all you can to support Breezy on this journey, man.
I appreciate the kind words, Drifty, man. Honestly, thank you so much. And just let everyone know, likewise, again, Drifty, you are one of the most genuine people I have ever met. Someone who is honest, sincere. Birthdays and celebrations, like, you always change your WhatsApp status to the person's birthday without even like saying anything, man. And it just shows the type of human being that, like, you are, man. And like, we've had a lot of laughs, man. I think you are the only guy that see me in certain states.
Likewise, yeah.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. What? How bad was that? How bad was that? It was bad, bro. It was bad, bro. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, bro. We've been there, bro. We've been there, bro. We've been there, bro.
And again, our kind of brotherhood will only go from strength to strength, man. So again, thank you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you know I love you, bro.
Thank you for everything. And again, your like details will actually be in the description. And actually, one more thing I want to say: the 2005 Champions League final. Yeah.
Bro, shit.
You know that we actually recorded that? Like, that was a watch along, wasn't it? Can you like remember?
Did we?
Because literally, we was at your mum's house. And
yeah.
the camera.
Did we?
Bro, bro. Like,
have you got that footage, bro?
bro? Listen, because
yes, you did set the camera up, didn't you? My days, I remember.
Listen,
bro, have you got that footage, bro?
Mate.
Oh my days! If you've actually still got that footage, bro, that must be the most sensational watch. Bruv, I swear I picked you up and threw you in the air. Bro. I don't even know how I did that, bruv. I don't have that strength. That was like a mother seeing her child stuck under a car, bruv. Like, bruv, oh my days, we went through the emotion. You know, remember I nearly passed out, bruv.
I know. And
during the penalty shootout, I nearly passed out during that penalty shootout. Bro, that's crazy. If you still got that footage, that is mad, bro.
And literally, that is an organic watch along, bro. Like, that is just, you know what I'm saying? That is like...
Yeah, because I forgot you'd even done that, bro.
Bro.
Because I remember you came in, and I remember I was like, what you doing? And he's like, I'm just setting up the camera. I was like, why? And you was like, you know, we never know. Like, yeah, it's all coming back to me now, bro. I remember.
So, literally...
I kicked you lot out at half time.
Bro,
I didn't want to watch the second half. I was all over the place.
You didn't want to watch the second half.
You want to know what's crazy? This will be the best part of if you really do still have that footage.
Because
I have to give you credit.
Because
you was the only one who sat there and said, no, we can still win this.
We can still win this, bro.
You can, no, you was the only one who was like, and I remember I said to you, I was like, shut up, bro. You're taking the piss, bro. There's no way we are done out here, bro. We're up against one of the greatest teams that's been ever assembled, and we're 3-0 down. Don't hit me with that blind optimism right now. You're winding me up, bro. I remember I was so angry that you was even suggesting that we was going to be able to come back. Bro, if you've got that, that was an emotional roller coaster I've never been on in my life. If you've got that somewhere, bro, that will be nuts if you find that footage, bro. That's like gold dust, you know?
Gold dust, bro.
That would make me feel like I'd gone back to the future.
Because
I didn't even remember you had that.
Bro, like, we were actually even like ahead of the time because I'm like, yeah, like, bro, like, we're just gonna record it, like, just see our reactions. It was a reaction video, and like we didn't know that we were doing a reaction video.
Yeah, because the only reason why we even had cameras, you know, to just give it a backstory, is we were both videographers. From college and when we left college. So like we've always been into like video equipment, and that was the only reason why like we had them. I remember you just got that brand new Sony, that bad boy camera, and I remember you was like just excited to film everything. So it was like, yeah, I'm gonna just film it. Raw, bro. Do you know, I totally forgot that you had that, you know. That's mad, bro. That's actually mad. That's crazy, bro. If you find that, you are a legend, bro. You are a legend. That's 20 years ago, Breezy. If you find that, you are a legend, bro. You are a legend if you find that, bro.
I am.
But no pressure to try and find it. I don't even know where you'd even start looking for that, bro. If I'm being honest.
I don't know. But you know, I'm gonna literally have a look. Definitely.
See what you can do, bro.
But, bro, like, I'm gonna kind of let you go. Honestly, thank you so much.
Man. Again, we've been wanting to do this for so long, man.
Yes. It's been too long, man. But bro, honestly, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe to Kloppish, to Drifty_TV. Any more information, please either DM myself or like Drifty. Thank you so much, and I'll see you everyone later.
Peace.